like straight.
You fucking any straight friends yet?
Nah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Not the yet.
I fucked some dudes. This happened in Denver, actually. I fucked this dude. I was in Fort Collins last week, headlining a bunch of shows, and I fucked this dude, and here's the thing that was weird.
Did you repeat that? Headlining a bunch of shows. We heard you.
Sometimes people like straight dudes have to
Not the air quotes.
Okay, so I was hooking up with this dude, and he was telling me, like, we were talking on Grindr. He was like, "Hey, this is my first time. I've never been with a guy before. This is my first time." Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Okay, nigga, whatever." And then we're having sex, and he's giving me a blowjob, and it's the best blowjob I've ever gotten. So the whole time, like, this nigga is a liar. Like, I'm just.
Do they think you like it? Maybe they think it's hot.
I mean, to
be fair, when I gave head for the very first time in my life, he said I was good too and swore I did it before and I didn't. So
sometimes you do thing with a passion.
Yeah.
But this was like the type of like this was like adept head. Like I've been sucking dick since I was 19. It was like one of the best blowjobs I've ever got. I'm like, nah, nigga, if this is your first time, you should be teaching a class.
What made it so good?
Everything. The spit ratio, the deep coding, everything about it was like, you should teach a class at Everest or something. Like, you should teach a dick sucking class.
Everest.
And I was like, the whole time it was great, but I was also thinking, I can't believe he lied to me. Like, why would he lie to me?
Were you thinking that while you were fucking?
I was thinking the whole time that he was lying.
Why did it go in easy?
No, I didn't end up fucking. He just blew me. But the whole time I was like, this is great. This can't be your first time.
Let's talk about a time that hasn't been so great.
Right.
What's one of your worst
app
encounters?
This is one of it was weird, so this is why it was bad, right?
You sat up.
I had an almost threesome. Now, I've had a threesome before because I'm an adult, but like I've had, this was an almost threesome. Okay, so I'm on Grindr. It's 2:00 in the morning. This is when I used to live in South Central. I lived in South Central Los Angeles for 4 years.
Okay.
With the baddies.
In the hood. And this guy messaged me on Tuesday. It was like Tuesday at like 2 a.m., right? And he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to fuck me and my husband?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Tuesday. I top on Tuesday."
Not top Tuesday.
Topping Tuesday. So he messaged me, and he sent his location, because you guys know on Grindr you can send your location.
Yep.
Because we're monsters. So he sends his location.
Really
it's wild.
It's so
but it's so that you don't have to exchange phone numbers.
Exactly. You just send the location. So he dropped his pin. It was like 15 minutes away driving in South Central. It's 2 a.m. I'm like, I'm horny, whatever. So I drive to his house. I get to his house.
Y'all
I'm
live a dangerous life in the gay community.
Yeah.
Wildly.
Like, you went to a stranger's house to fuck him and his husband at 2 a.m. without even having his number. Just
Damn,
on a
baby, why you
Tuesday.
judging?
I mean, I'm just trying, like,
I'm trying to get more shit out
hearing
this
the details, and I'm like,
It gets worse.
oh, keep going.
So I walk up to his house. I'm about to ring the doorbell. And then this dude comes out of the shadows.
Stop, not the shadows.
He did.
Keep going.
He comes out the shadows. I'm like, oh shit, it's Brent. His name was Brent.
Bias. No.
And so Brent comes out as that white dude. He comes out of the shadows. I'm like, oh, I was just about to knock on your door. I'm like, this is cool. Are we gonna go in together? He's like, oh, this isn't my house. I'm like, oh,
It's an
okay.
Airbnb?
He's like, nah, but this is my U-Haul.
Wait, so he wanted you to fuck in the U-Haul?
Yeah. So he met me outside. He's like, this isn't my house.
How big was the U-Haul?
It's a decent size, like a $20 like a
Wait,
bit.
so he dropped a pin. This is giving the nigga in London who was sleeping in his car.
Mm-hmm, it was. Describe the Patreon.
So he dropped the pin of just a random complex that he was around with his U-Haul.
Yes.
Oh, because the pin was where the U-Haul was.
Exactly.
Wait a second. And so him and his husband were going to fuck you in the back of the U-Haul truck.
I'm fucking them.
Oh, you're fucking them.
He said, bitch, don't get it fucked up. And keep going.
So what happens is, so I'm horny as fuck.
Wait, what size U-Haul?
It's a big U-Haul.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if it would have been a no at this point. Depending on if they was fine or not.
They were
Keep
fine.
going.
He was fine. I didn't see the husband yet. So he walks me to the U-Haul. He opens the door because he's a gentleman. And in the back of the U-Haul, there's an air mattress. Or I don't know if it's air mattress, but there's a mattress.
Clearly, you just don't care about mattresses.
And before you judge me, there was also a headboard. So already they're doing better than straight people. Yeah, it's a big U-Haul. It's like a moving U-Haul.
Maybe they were breaking up and he was like, let's get one last fuck. Keep going.
So I walk in, there's a mattress, there's a headboard, there's a chair in the corner. It's a studio apartment at this point. Like, there's a chair in the corner.
Now, I know LA is expensive.
There's a chair in the corner. I kid you not. This is the part that
you can stand up.
This is the part that I can't understand. There's a lamp in the corner and it's on. And like, I don't understand how
Battery
it's on. It has to be, but it was in the corner on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Or it could have been like one of those clap-on lights.
It could have been.
Girl, they still be plugging in, right?
No, you can put batteries.
You can have some battery option.
It had to be batteries.
So the lights on. There's a chair, right? So he's sitting on the chair. When I walk into the U-Haul, his boyfriend or husband, I don't know the marital status, was in a jockstrap, like face down, ass up type shit. Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah, it was pretty hot. So I walk in and he closes the U-Haul, and in my head I'm like, oh no, murder. But like in my dick, I'm like, this is gonna be so much fun. So I start fucking the husband, and here's the thing.
Was the car shaking? Was it hot?
It didn't shake that much because it was like a really big, but it was moving. But here's why I think I was cheated, because that's why I say it was an almost threesome, right? Because like when you do a threesome, the best part is you get two of the things that you like. Like you get 2 dicks, 2 asses, 4 titties. You get double the thing that you want. So I'm fucking this dude, and the whole time his husband or boyfriend is just sitting there watching.
Cuckold.
Exactly. But that's not what I signed up for.
You signed up for a threesome.
I signed up for a threesome. I'm all about fucking some dude's husband in front of you. That's cool. I'm whatever. I don't kink shame. But I didn't sign up for that. I signed up for a threesome.
You like,
so
if someone's gonna play with my nipples.
Yeah, so the whole time I'm fucking this dude, I'm just looking at him. I'm like, are you gonna tag in, or we gonna switch? Am I gonna fuck you
was
next?
Was he at least jacking off? Because then technically that's like,
was he jacking? Yeah.
No.
Oh, he stayed
that's
fully
interesting.
clothed?
He was sitting there. You could see that he had a heart on because he had like gym shorts on or whatever. But he was just sitting there watching as I fucked this dude's husband, and I'm like, are you gonna sub in? Like, what the fuck are we? Why? And he never did. So I fucked him. I came and I left. But here's the thing that's wild. After I left,
no. First off,
I was gonna say,
you went that wild. There's nothing. Here's the thing that's wild. You're already in the wild. Okay.
Yeah, I never heard about someone coming to U-Haul before.
They drove off because they didn't live in that area. They just went to South Central to find some black dude to fuck his white husband.
Wow.
It was like some racist shit, which I'm like, I'm all about racism if I get to fuck white dudes for vengeance. But it was, they went to South Central to find a black dude to fuck his white husband.
That is the wild part.
That's a thunder.
No, that
adds onto it.
This is also wild.
Coming in U-Haul is
He just fucking
right there.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
At least they had a place.
That was they went to South Central because they know South Central's black as fuck.
You said they drove.
They drove the fuck off.
That's crazy.
Babe, and where do you think we can get a black guy?
Yeah, that's 100% what it was. They didn't live anywhere in South Central.
Did you sleep well that night?
Was it at least a good?
Oh yeah.
Was it a good nice apartment complex that they chose?
It was South Central.
It wasn't.
I mean,
there were more dangerous parts that they could have picked.
You know what I mean?
So it was safer in that sense, but it wasn't by any means nice. But it wasn't like it was. It's South Central.
Despite all that, was that a good night?
South Central, no shade, but it's still the hood.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. on Tuesday.
I had to drive to South Central recently to get weed after midnight because the stores closed.
Yeah.
And I was on my period, so I really needed it. And I'm on my way there. I'm telling a friend in LA where I'm going. She's like, bitch, they gonna kill you. Oh, you got a Tesla, a Rolex? What the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, they really need to get
Where
high.
in South Central where in LA do you live?
I live in Wheat Hill.
Oh, okay, girl.
Shut up.
Yeah, I lived in South Central. I still have an apartment there, but my lease is up next month, so I'm not going to resign.
But wait, so
I ain't gonna hold you. Would you fuck a nigga in a U-Haul?
if I already fuck, if I'm
like,
if he's fine as hell.
So I don't do anonymous sex, but I know that's some gay shit.
Yeah.
No shade.
Oh yeah, gay people do it all the time.
But mainly because of safety, being on the DL, whatever, like shit happens, right? But
sex is more dangerous for women anyway.
Right.
Blank period.
right.
Okay, there's a few scenarios. Let's say I'm already fucking you and we're in the U-Haul. Yes. Let's
Because
say
he's helping you move.
helping him move, whatever. I'd give.
Okay.
I would fuck in a U-Haul.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't that bad.
That wasn't that.
In retrospect,
Didn't it get hot?
Yes, it got
because I was
wildly
moving
hot.
a lot of
Because you had to close it.
He didn't close it all the way. It was like a crack.
So then people could have walked by and heard y'all moaning and
In theory, yes. But it's 2 a.m. in the hood.
y'all kept a U-Haul cracked?
Because
Like, this sounds dangerous.
The other option is suffocating. Like it'd be hot as fuck if you didn't keep it crack. So you had to have air in the motherfucker.
Then it's giving asphyxiation.
Bruh.
Speaking of trappers,
Speaking of trappers.
little irresponsible of moi.
Pero like, so we was fucking.
Who is we? You and Lambo?
Mm-hmm. And there was this moment where now I have a thing with new partners where I feel like we have to have a discussion about our STD plans, our last checkup, things like that, because it's appropriate.
Oh, you did this with a hood nigga. How did this go?
Now,
he said, "Bitch, you good? I'm good."
I don't see nothing.
And so
it ain't itching.
This is why I will be going to the
ain't
gynecologist. Now, this was an accident, to be fair. It was like,
no, you didn't.
Let me watch my words.
Yeah, please watch your words, because I know all your
didn't.
niggas listen to this podcast.
You better have
it
not.
was okay. This what happened. We were fucking, and we planned on using a condom.
I knew it.
But then
it didn't happen. That's really how it worked. But then we said, nah.
The condom disappeared.
To be fair, it was also 6 a.m.
Oh, let's keep making up the excuses. What other excuses? Let's go. Bring them off.
You can't get pregnant at 6 a.m.
You don't keep going.
Hotel room.
Keep going.
It wasn't at my house, and it was at my house before, but it was at a hotel room.
Okay.
So that's kind of why I was like, damn, now we're in a pickle.
And the sun wasn't up yet, so technically,
you're not ovulating.
And the LA Postmates is a little differente. You know what I'm saying? New York, you can get everything you want, but in LA, it's a little bit different. My Walgreens on my block on Sunset and Vine closed at fucking midnight, and Sunset and Vine is like the biggest block in LA. What the fuck?
Right.
So anyway, I'm just
Can't
saying
walk that.
it was difficult, but I still wanted some dick. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of sucking it. So anyway, here's what happened. So we did have.
I was tired of sucking it. You could have just put it in your ass.
He wanted to. But anyway, so basically we started having sex, and I just kind of figured like,
not you looking to the right like your nigga listening and watching right now.
Because I was just like, God damn, there's somebody in this hallway. Because this is like, I'm ashamed.
I told you.
I just want to say also, I have really done a good job. Like the LA dude that I had fucked all last year, BDD or whatever, like we have only used condoms. Like I really do my best.
Responsible king. I appreciate
But
you.
no, a queen. I do my best because I have a primary partner. Like I have to be like, yo, like if something like this happens, you know how embarrassing that is? Like seriously, like you had to tell your nigga.
You know what's embarrassing about that? Is like, I know.
Oh no, it gets worse.
Well, no, real quick. Because technically, I always said the only reason why I ain't ever like fuck niggas unprotected around the same time is because I never wanted to end up on Maury. I'm not gonna lie, our views would skyrocket, Weezy, if you brought your niggas on Maury. Because you ain't know which nigga impregnated you, even if you got the abortion. I said we still hit up Maury to see who the baby daddy was.
Okay, here's the thing. Now, I have a huge gap from the last time I've slept with Old Bay because I've been gone. We've been traveling, like, far-ass gap. Still embarrassing because I got to be like, yo, this happened in L.A., sorry, because I would never do that. I'm not about to just fucking bounce back and forth. I had a mistake. I had a moment. Mm-hmm. Now, the mistake moment was a long moment, my nigga. Mm-hmm. For one.
What does a long moment mean when it's a mistake?
Because a long moment means you have to take a trip to Walgreens when it does open to get what they call a Plan B. So I just kind of figured if this happened and we don't use a condom, maybe you should guess, as the nigga that got lucky enough to hit raw, because a bitch was wasted in 6 a.m., you would probably pull out. No?
More excuses.
But also, I know you're rich now. Did you ask him for the $50?
No, I couldn't do it, but he gave me money anyway.
I was about to say, I'm asking.
I love when hood niggas give you money for Plan B because it just be like a big wad, like, my bad, baby. Oh, and I don't need it.
No, he did that on purpose. He could have at least tried to pull out and be like...
No, I'm going to tell you. This is what happened. It was something I said out of my mouth that translated different in his
You said,
ear.
come in me.
No, I didn't. I said...
Give me the nut. I'm sorry, you say, come...
Funny about nut, Mandii. I swear to God,
he said nut, don't he?
I thought of you.
Not you thinking of me while you having sex.
I thought of two things. It was the same night. It was the night he grabbed my stomach, and then right after that, he told me about a nut, and I almost started laughing a dick out because I remember saying, "That's ghetto," and I was like, "Look at me, now let's think about the nut." Okay, so here's what happens. I thought I said very clearly into the pillow that my face was stuffed.
The what?
The pillow.
I really hate how she said, bro, we've been doing this for like 5 years now. She has not learned how to say pillow, bro.
Pillow.
The pillow.
God damn it, pillow. Whatever. So I'm in the pillow and my face is there. And
wait, by the way, people is at work, bro. You just yelled into motherfuckers' ears, bro.
Do you guys want the rest of this Plan B story?
Okay, yes, give us a...
So my face is in the pillow and I'm like saying, I was saying like, come in my mouth.
That's not what you said.
You lied.
I swear to God, I said come in my mouth. Damn,
though,
now
right?
you swearing to God, I said come in my mouth.
Did you leave off the in my mouth part?
No, I said come in my mouth. And now this
Maybe he
nigga
didn't
heard
hear that part.
first too.
Come in.
Definitely, yeah.
Me?
And you know what?
First two.
Come in.
And then he said, I'm about to. So then I turned because I'm like, oh, time to play ball and catch it. And I just saw the fuck. And I said, ah. Then I started pushing the dick out, like trying to push this out, like
you pushing the dick out with your pussy,
nigga. Because I said
it was too late. It was way too late.
No, but I didn't want the kids to go up too high. I was trying to get them out while I
Bro,
could.
it don't matter if it coming even on your clit. If it swim down to your pussy hole, it could swim to your egg.
You were
Pussy hole.
inseminated.
So now I'm stressed out, right? I was like, and he was like, damn, babe, I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. And he was like, yo, for real, I thought you said come in my pussy. I was like, no, you didn't. I thought you told me to nut in your pussy. I said, first of all, I don't say nut. That's what I don't say. I said, oh, I know what you said.
Actually, I think you said it.
I didn't.
I think you said it.
He said it.
I think you said it.
I don't do the nut.
I just don't think you remember. But if he said you said nut,
were
I
also
didn't
drunk
say
as a
nut.
can.
I'm allergic.
you ain't allergic to
said,
nuts. You allergic to
come
eggs.
in my mouth.
But yet, here
And
go the
here-
sperm. Here go the sperm. Swimming to the little eggs that she allergic to. They were
See?
swimming right down to the little motherfucking eggs.
So anyway, after he collected his gun and
Not that he collected his gun.
you'll have to listen to Patreon for that.
Well, technically, he shot up the club.
Hey, bow, 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 in your
Boom.
pussy.
Pow! That's what his dick said in your pussy.
Cool.
Bitch, you ain't getting none of Yep. So the plan B worked. At least you know you didn't gain that much weight because it worked. You're not pregnant, right?
I saved a photo that I'd like to share with you guys.
Of what?
Wait, of what? Of what? The plan B package?
Oh, not just the Plan B package. The story.
Wait, did you put it next to the gun?
Oh, that's actually hilarious.
That would have been
No.
That got to be the cover art.
Yeah.
It's the fact that one, I'm already ashamed to go get this Plan B, which is crazy because I do this fucking podcast. It was like, how could I be ashamed to go? There's just, I don't care how sexually free you are. There's something about going up to that goddamn counter and being like, can I have the Plan B, please?
What's worth?
What do you mean the counter? Bitch, they sell that shit on the aisle now.
Do they?
I swear to God.
I think not. No, locked up.
I'm telling you now.
Hun.
It probably depends on the neighborhood. to be honest.
Hun.
What neighborhood are they?
Hun, it is in, you could go down the aisle now and get Plan B. It is in the little plastic container that will go off if you try to walk out with it. But the Plan B is on the aisle now.
So this store,
You're definitely not in the Bronx no more.
I'm not.
even in the Lower East Side, I just see it. I would know.
No, there's a lot of
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm trying to be funny. I see it in the behind the Lower East
behind
Side,
the
and
counter? Mhm.
I haven't had a Plan B in maybe like 2 years.
I've never
because
had
I've been doing well.
You've never had to do a Plan B, Eden?
Not, I never took one.
But have you ever
Well,
paid
what would
for one?
happen?
I don't know what would happen. Of course I've paid for them. Of course, I've paid for all of the Plan Bs I've used.
Not.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right.
Well, anyway,
All
so
right.
I go.
All right, wait, hold on.
All right.
All
This,
right.
is, this is sounding like a show full of irresponsible adults, but okay.
Oh no,
let's
this
go.
is bad. This is shameful.
We've all bought a Plan
I
B,
want
right?
you all, if
I
you were in the
haven't in a long
YouTube
time.
comments saying that this is a horrible decision.
We're
I am
sluts.
sorry, but shit happens. So I get to the counter and there's a young girl, black, cute, and I said,
Noted.
excuse me, can I have the, and right before I asked, she goes, I love y'all so much.
Oh, just on brand while you're out asking
Nigga.
for Plan
And when I
B?
tell you I had on a mask and a hat, and I said, oh, thank you, hun. She's like,
No.
I fuck with y'all so hard, girl. Da-da-da-da. So not only does she take a picture with me, after, and I told her she needed Plan B, she was like, bitch, I'm already ashamed. Let me just tell you where she was like, I got you, bitch. This is what I said. Look how much she took off.
Oh, I was
She
gonna
took
ask.
off half off, bitch. The
Not
bitch
her
gave
giving
me
you a
the
discount on Plan
employee
B.
discount on Plan B.
That's lit.
And told me, she was like, Weezy, don't even, girl. And I was
So
like,
that means you got to pocket that money from
shut
the
the
nigga?
fuck up, Mandii.
I just want to know if you let him know you got half off, because then technically you owe him some money back.
That's coffee at least.
I was about to say, oh, coffee and a Plan B.
And a Plan B.
Not him calling it, okay, so this is something niggas do too. They don't want to ask you, well, no, coffee and a Plan B. What do you mean right now?
No,
Not now.
because you got half off. You could have just spent the other money
Yeah, on coffee.
On coffee.
Yeah, you know you like expensive coffee.
I do. So he calls me, and this is what niggas do. Niggas will call you to make sure you
That you
fucking
took it.
took that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Because that nigga got 4 kids. And he called me, and he said, how you doing, boo? Da-da-da-da. I'm like, I'm okay, babe. And he was like, what you up to? I was like, nothing. I'm about to work. I'm about to record Patreon. He don't know what the fuck that is. And that's it.
That's cool. That's cool.
He was like, you eat yet? I want to talk about fetishization because I'm assuming somebody that would show their arm or your hand on a dating app.
Yes.
What's some of the weird shit people have said? And do you feel like they've wanted to go out on a date with you or fuck you because of your arm?
Mostly men. Like, I feel like that doesn't happen as frequently with women. But like when I was younger and I had dating apps like set to men, it was like always like the fucking nastiest shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What
Like,
was the craziest thing someone said that they wanted you to do with your arm to them?
Well, you know what? That was a woman. It was at the Dinah Shore. It's like the biggest lesbian pool party, I think, like in the world.
What's it called?
The Dinah Shore. We should all go, actually.
Oh, you don't know about that one?
Dinah.
Dinah Shore?
Like the golf bitch. And then like...
Dinah Shore?
Like she's a person. And then like all the lesbians like started going to play golf. So they named it.
Oh, we know about Sweet Heat. We know about the black shit.
Yeah. Sweet Heat in Miami.
But no, I'm down
There's
too.
Crave, I think, is like
Crave I've heard
Dinah
of.
Shore. Okay.
I've heard of Crave.
Yeah. I'll go to either one.
Okay.
I just love being in Palm Springs with dykes. But so... I'm just like, and I was working because I work for a lesbian magazine. I'm the managing editor of Go magazine. So I was like standing behind my little booth and like promoting the magazine. And she walks up to me and she was a black stud. She was super hot, but just completely fucking dead ass. Like no sense of like irony, funny. She just goes like, she's like, yo, can you fuck me with that robot arm and stick those fingers up my pussy? And I was like, but just like no, just no, and like a full mask stud, like might as well have had top surgery. Like I was just like humming. Like I do well in these situations, but I was just so taken aback. And I was also like literally working. I have my stupid little like name tag on. I'm like, read Go magazine. And like, I was like, maybe later.
Maybe later.
That was in person. And then just on dating apps, it'd always be men that want pictures of the stump. That's what they love.
Interesting.
So like this,
I mean, well, that is actually a kink, and I think we've talked about it here on the show.
Yes, it was.
Where amputees. So I mean, you were born, the way you were born, but
I'm still considered an amputee.
Are you?
Yeah, a congenital amputee.
Okay.
And a lot of people think that means I have no vagina.
Wait,
congenital amputee.
Stop it right now. So they just think that you're missing a whole vagina.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you got to call it congenital?
It would be like a Barbie.
What the fuck does that mean?
So congenital amputee is when you're born without a certain limb, but amputee, I normally think
you lost it somehow.
You lost it somehow during. Okay, and they want to see the stump.
Yeah,
they just want pictures of it.
They never like. I think this is like the sexiest thing ever. I'm obsessed with it. Like this is the shit that I would want to see if I was a perv.
When did you get to that stage where you felt like
thought it was sexy? Yeah.
The second I saw it, I was like,
really? That's so good.
Like I die for it. Like I just think it's like the most fashion thing.
Wait, you said 25 years without it though.
Yeah.
So it's only been 3 years.
Yeah.
Did I Am Robot like? Where was it a movie? Was it something? Was it the technology that now advancing? What I like? What
I know what you're saying.
It was
because you know what I mean? Like, did you watch a movie or Transformers? Did you watch something and it's like, yo, I could be like a Transformer?
I wrote this piece for Jezebel called "Getting Slutty at Amp Camp." And it was like about this like camp I used to go to for kids with limb differences.
Stop it.
And like how like we were all whores. Because I feel like everyone always thinks like disabled kids get together and they're like, we're beautiful on the inside. And we were all like, does the guy come on your chest or your ass? Like we were like nasty as fuck. And we were like little kids missing arms. And that's like all we talked about.
Cool.
There was something called Amp Camp.
It was called the Patty Rossback Camp for Children with Limb Differences. What we called
But Amp Camp is way cooler.
And so I wrote this essay and I had lots of like amputees reaching out to me. And that was when I realized like, it sounds really corny, but like having a voice was powerful because like a lot of girls with disabilities were like, I never felt sexual before. And you kind of like gave that to me.
I love that.
And it was really like really beautiful. But anyway, this girl, Angel Jufria is her name. She's an actor. She was in the Hunger Games, reached out to me and was like, I'm fucking obsessed with you. Do you want to have lunch? And I'm like, yeah. She shows up to lunch in like this full fucking stormtrooper prosthetic. Like it's like bright white and like you can see like lights in it and shit. And she's like drinking her wine with the arm and everything. And I didn't pay attention to a word she said. I just stared at the arm the whole time. She's a fabulous person. But I was just like, where did you get that? Like, how do I make this happen in my life?
How much is it?
They're like $80,000.
Does insurance cover that thing?
It does. It does.
Great.
I was very lucky to have insurance cover it. The fucking thing broke. And that's another thing I'm so done lying about. All the prosthetic companies, your prosthetics fucking suck. They all break. Because they want to be like, oh, I go do the bionic
like
bitch
the real
model
thing,
thing.
yeah.
And then I model and the thing breaks. But anyway, this is a new one. This is called a hero arm.
The black is why I'm upset.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that's cool. Not to lighten up, bitch.
Yeah, she lights up.
Wait, let me ask. How did those fingers just go down?
I'm moving my muscles.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Can you give us a peace sign?
I can't.
Oh, shit.
You know what?
Damn it, I didn't say it was $1 million.
I used to be able to, actually. I
Really?
had one with like all these different electrodes and I could move the fingers individually, but it was just exhausting. Like, cause I have to move my muscle. Like, think about like what you have to do to make a peace sign. Okay. It's not that hard
that is a
in
lot.
your hands,
No.
but if you had to do that with using the muscles in your end of your elbow, it's hard.
Look at me trying to see what the muscles feel like.
I see what you're saying.
Right?
I feel like everybody in their car is probably doing this shit with their hand.
Yeah.
Now wait, sex with that hand.
I take it off.
Take it off.
Damn, you don't finger nobody with it? Oh, wait. Is it waterproof?
It's water resistant.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not.
no.
But what about pussy juice resistant?
It probably would be, but
Then it's black. It would flake.
Have you ever?
no. With just like the stump, yes, which felt ridiculous and not sexual.
Hold on.
Wait, what'd
What?
you do with your stump?
Like fisting, but stumping, I guess.
Bitch,
Dumping.
fuck out of
Who asked for that? Did
My girlfriend in college.
she ask you to fist her with your stump?
Yeah.
Or stump her with your stump?
Yeah.
Could you feel her pussy?
Yeah.
You have feeling in your arm.
Yeah. Oh, I also have extra nerve endings like in my arm. I hate the word stump. I just call it my little arm, which I know sounds gay, but like whatever.
No. Stump does feel like fucked up.
It just sounds so fucking stupid.
It feels like the M word. Like,
Like, I don't like it.
I don't know if I like stump.
Now wait. So you have extra nerve endings, so it's more sensitive.
Yeah. So like,
So like when you hit your other elbow.
yeah, if I'm cold, my arm is freezing. If I'm hot, my arm's like really red hot. Like if you, it doesn't like if I scratch it or something, it's not like I'm in so much pain, but I feel it more.
Oh. Well,
Did you enjoy it?
yeah, I was about to say, when
No.
you were stumping, did you
feel silly?
Was your arm
so
aroused?
fucking stupid. Like I just was laughing, honestly.
Did she
Not
enjoy
you
it?
laughing.
No, it was not. It was just not. Also, it's very awkward because like it's
How
short.
far?
Like,
Oh, you
I'm
have your
right
elbow.
below the
Oh,
elbow.
but you had to get up in there.
But it's like, yeah, I had to be like, it was just not a cute position. My tit is like leaning like a pancake. Like it's just like not cute. It was worth a try. Like I'm glad I tried it, but it was
Never
not.
again.
It was not like an actual sex act. It was maybe like 30 seconds, and I was like, this is so stupid. Like
Did she enjoy it though?
I don't think so.
I would have felt so
She
uncomfortable.
liked honestly, like I have a little bit of a hand like at the end of my little arm. It's like this little circly thing with like fingers, and like I rubbed her clit with it once.
Oh my
She
God.
really liked it.
Oh my God.
But I just feel so absolutely fucking ridiculous.
You know what it is? Because you know you have a full functioning, you got your fucking 5 dicks right
yeah,
here.
and I'm like, why do you need? But I don't know. It's not, that's like the weird thing because it makes me feel really sexually empowered to have the arm. Like, I feel like that's like my little shtick. It's like, oh, I'm the girl with the robot arm. But
You're not using it.
but I don't use it. No. And also, like, I don't know what kind of germs are on this shit. Like,
That's cool.
That
It's
makes
got to be
sense.
cleaner than our other hand because it's porous, right?
I don't know.
It's not. Oh.
And like, what
Do
if
you
I
wa- like, how
clamp
do you
down
wash
because
it?
sometimes like it malfunctions. Like I got stuck on a stripper pole once.
Wait,
Bitch,
what?
no,
That
you
sounds
didn't.
very
Yes,
specific.
I did.
How? Can you please
And
explain?
who just get leans
Go
in.
on.
Can you please go on and share this story, please?
I was at this like I've never been to like an actual sex party, which I'm so jealous of, and my tits are flying out again. But it was like a private, like sort of like kink party at someone's house, and there was a stripper pole there. Okay, so I'm like,
Oh.
I've taken a few pole dancing courses. I can dance a little bit. So, and I had just gotten it and I was drunk as fuck and like on some other drugs. And I was just feeling really fly. You know, it's like when
She
you
said
feel
really
hot,
fly.
the universe is like, go kill yourself. So I'm like, I'm getting lots of attention. I like probably have like the biggest tits and ass there. I like really feel cool. So I'm like, I'm really going to send these people for it. Like I'm going to, okay, clamp it on. And then I
You
just,
clamp it.
Wait.
Well, you clamped your hand to the pole.
Mhm.
Okay.
I tried to do that really simple shit. I don't know what it's called, but it's like when you wrap your leg around the pole and then just spin down, right?
Right.
Okay, everyone knows how to do that. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, just
Did you have to take it off?
So were you able to spin?
Stop
spun
it.
down, and then I almost fucking ripped my arm out of my own actual fucking shoulder socket. And then I'm like just standing there, and I'm like, what do I do?
I want this in animation so
What do
bad.
I do? So I like removed my arm from the socket. Now it's just like a stripper pole with the arm just like holding on to it.
Was a lot of people watching at this point?
Yes,
because you don't want to laugh.
Like the Museum of Modern Art. It's just like a prosthetic holding on. Yes. Now, luckily, I have a carry the charger with me in case these things happen.
Oh, like an ankle bracelet.
It is closer. It's close enough to like a whatchamacallit, the shit in the wall where you plug shit in.
Don't tell me you plugged your arm up.
Yeah,
at
I plugged the arm up and I charged it, and then I put my arm back in. As it was on
your arm at the sex party.
No, bitch, let me get my shit first. You want 10%? Let me get something. That's exactly what she said when she charged her.
Wait, how do you know the percentage of your hand? Like, did you know that it was gonna die?
No.
Oh,
This one. Well, this
last time it happened, it died. It didn't malfunction.
Yeah, it died.
Let's see. New York got walk-ups.
Okay.
You going to get some dick?
I get carried.
Oh, I didn't know.
Every house that I've lived in until these last 2 apartments that I've lived in, I grew up in a house, so my parents ain't changed the house for me to move. You know what I'm saying? Like they just carried me up. So any nigga I deal with niggas that are.
Do you enjoy that when they carry you up? Does it feel sexy?
I feel like they enjoy it. I feel like it's something about a man having to do this for a woman that.
Oh, they love to feel needed,
and they be like you're
probably
skinny
feeling
ass,
ashamed or feeling like helpless, but I feel like that's kind of hot.
I feel like a damsel in distress, and then when they throw you on the bed and you just like as fuck. But the only thing is like with that, it's like I'm the type. If I fuck, like I want to go home after, like I want to, like after I wake up.
No.
So now it's like I gotta wait for you to wake up to carry me down
but
the
also
stairs.
if he carries you up the stairs, do you just be waiting on him to go down and get your chair and bring that up too?
Oh no, they bring the chair.
They
up
do
right
the chair
after.
right
after. They bring it up. Mm-hmm.
So you just be chilling waiting on your chair.
Recently,
Okay.
Well, sometimes they leave it down. It depends on the setting. It depends on the setting of the room and shit, and how many flights and what it is. Because if you,
I did feel bad making the person wait. She was small though. She was a teenager. So I helped her up and then I went to get the chair. She was just chilling. Like, people are so used to it because that's your everyday. I think we're the ones who are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind asking for help.
Do you feel that men have fetishized you a bit, like for the chair? And when that happens,
just want to see what wheelchair pussy feels like. But I'm like, wheelchair
not
pussy
wheelchair pussy.
It's just literally sitting pussy. But I've always been flexible, but I am way more flexible now.
Oh,
like my head, like my legs, I literally can just chill with them on my head, no pain. Like I can chill with my legs on my head. So when I'm getting fucked like that, like in a pretzel, I get fucked in some crazy ways. I really get fucked. I've had sex in my wheelchair, like getting my head pounded on the oven while the nigga just like my ass is like I'm all the way down in the chair, like my ass is this way right here, and he just pounding the chair and then just banging. Yo, I've had some crazy shit. I fucked in an Uber in a wheelchair. I fucked.
Damn, bitch.
Me and my baby daddy
fucking in an Uber
when they used to do shared Ubers. Remember when they was doing shared lifts and Ubers?
So
before Corona started.
So how?
Wow,
bitch, we was in a Benz Sprinter. We went right in the back. He put me right in the back seat and we was back there, top, head, fuck, real quick, Bob. And then the lady opened, because we had to stop at I guess we picked up somebody from the mall. So she opened the shit and I was like,
wait, she saw y'all fucking?
Yeah, but she still got in and act like she ain't seen nothing.
I'm gonna be real with you. If regular people, not saying you ain't regular, but you know what I'm saying. If 2 walking people was fucking, I'd be like, these motherfuckers nasty. But if you in a wheelchair, you feel like
she didn't know I was in a wheelchair.
But was your wheelchair in the car?
The chair was folded up. She
saw that. That's the only reason why she ain't report your ass.
Nigga said
that was it.
She saw the chair.
Man, if you ain't got no legs, I ain't gonna have you go to jail.
She saw the chair.
We were so drunk, we did not. I swear to God, we did not care. Like I love having sex in crazy places.
So I just got a text back. Thank you very much. And I also want to make a note. This is how you know he's white.
She sucks good dick.
This was Loverboy. You remember
he was good cock.
What did he say? What word? It's so white.
Blowjob.
Boo.
He said I'm flying right now.
You
but
say head.
Best not giving
blowjobs ever.
Best blowjobs ever.
Yo, no lie, it must be because when I went to go see him, remember last year, he flew me out. I made a joke about how he was like, oh, you should come and see me or whatever. I'm back in the States. I'm like, you better do something for me. Like, I'm different now. When I arrived, it was new Gucci shoes and like wrapped on the bed and shit. I was like, oh, this is giving I have good pussy. Because you really was like, how much do I need to spend
with
to keep
this
this
pussy talk?
Thank you. Wait, how high do you go?
You got, listen, girl, I go high as
I would, but the way
Damn.
my coochie lips might come out of these little shorts. So, I'm gonna just keep them tucked in. Keep them tucked in the thighs, baby.
Right, come up your poo-poo.
You know.
Okay. So we know now about the fetishizing and shit like that. What positions are the hardest for you to do?
like I said, I used to love riding, so now it's like a really uncomfortable feeling because like I feel like to ride you have to have a certain control, you know, a level of control because that's like you really like as a woman you're taking the control.
I want to gift you with a class from Tayomi.
Okay.
Glam is on Tayomi. We've had her on before.
Yep.
But she does these dick riding classes. She came and did it at one of our shows. But like, and at the time we had her on years ago, I really didn't know how much she knew. But I did a class with my mom. My mom has 2 fucking replacement hips. It's like a fitness class. But she really knew if you have an ailment, which way you could ride dick.
Oh, wow.
And that shocked me.
That will be the best gift. So that would be the best gift in the world. June 17th.
Done deal.
A dick riding class? Wow.
Because I think that if you had one, like
I want to try. No, I'm serious. I want to try it.
I think she can help you because
I'm open.
I was shocked my mom could do it.
Because I miss that feeling, like I miss riding.
On your
That's
clip.
the only thing that I can't really, I can do it, but I'm not into it anymore. Because it's not, I don't know how to do it. I gotta relearn it.
Yeah.
But everything else is like elite. But that
we gotta get you some pussy and a class from Thailand.
Yeah.
All of that.
Okay.
So we done got me some dicks and pussy in a riding class. All right, let's do this.
I think lastly, before we get into home mail though, I would want to know your craziest stories since being in the chair, whether it's like threesome, 2 dudes wanting to fuck you, just anything crazy that had to do with the chair.
My craziest story, like sex-wise?
Because the Uber was pretty, actually.
Yeah,
that Uber. Bitch, but wait, it wasn't just a regular Uber. It wasn't Uber XL. It wasn't Uber Black. That bitch said Uber Pool.
Question: have you ever squirted on the chair?
On my chair, no, I don't like to squirt on my chair because then I gotta clean my cushions and all that extra shit. Then that's it. You know,
that's why I don't do golden showers in my bed.
Yeah, you gotta put a towel, like the towel.
You know what I mean?
I squirt, but we gotta put a towel. You know, you in your bed, you can change the sheets real quick. This I gotta go do mad extra shit with the cushion because you can't wash it how you would wash something regularly because it's material.
That makes sense.
So I like to keep it clean so you can smell good because ain't nobody wanna be smelling no hot ass.
You know what I mean? I feel
or no fucking piss and nothing. Like what the fuck?
That ass.
You know what?
The nastiest, the I don't know, freaky. I don't know. I've been freaky
Uber
all my life.
Is wild.
I've been freaky all my life, so it's like I don't know.
The chest tat is getting
okay. We was at this hotel and it was for my birthday, and we were down. I think downtown Brooklyn in the city. My baby father surprised me, whatever. We were in the window, like in the hotel. We was like on the 2nd or 3rd floor. So you can see, like, I can literally see the floor, like the outside people. And he just had me in the window just fucking me. Like my face was in the window, my head was hitting the window. Like everybody could see me. Like
it's really
like
sexy.
Everybody could see me. But that wasn't even the wildest one. I don't know. I think I did some crazy shit. Okay. I got you. Nah, that one I get beat up when we leave the show.
Bitch, not get a bitch beat.
I want to say, yeah, I don't know. I do crazy things. I've had sex in a wheelchair so many different places. The hospital. Oh yeah, okay. So when I was in labor. Let me tell y'all.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all. All right.
Your baby got dimples?
Yes, he got
That's
2.
how.
He got shut off. He got 2.
That's how.
But I got a
But you
dimple
got
too.
dimples, but your mama had you early if she only 42.
Yeah, she did 17. My daddy was 15.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You did it early and
They're
it was even dimple.
So we were, I wanted to have my baby because I was getting big. That's the only thing in the chair. Like I was so like, I didn't gain any weight. It was just my stomach. So I'm all stomach. So it's like my back is literally like this.
Right.
Every 5 seconds I gotta fucking pee. And imagine peeing in a wheelchair. It's not like you just run to the bathroom. Like every fucking, I gotta get my big ass in the chair because I'm pregnant, waddle in it, then go do this. So I was like, you know what? I begged them to induce me because my due date is May 30th. My son was supposed to be a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. His dad's a Gemini. So I really wanted him to be a Gemini. We literally planned him to be a Gemini.
My goodness.
But I just couldn't take the weight anymore. So we get to the hospital or whatever. And I call my baby because I was like, yeah, I think I'm going into labor or whatever. So he comes. So I'm like, yo. I said, yo, you gotta fuck me. He said, what? The doctors are right there. I said, you gotta do it because it's gonna help me go into labor or whatever.
Why you whispering?
Like, no, that's how I said it. That's how I said it to him because he in the hospital. So I said, that's what's gonna help me. So he like, you sure? I don't want to hurt you because I got all these machines hooked up to me and shit, bitch. God. So he's like, I said, just fucking do it. So we start fucking. Bitch, this nigga going nut inside of me. Do you know that they did a whole fucking shit right after to check my cervix? She was like, and the doctor just looked at me like cause she obviously knows she's a fucking OBGYN. She just looked at me and then she was like, yeah, we'll take you to the delivery room. You can just go I literally went into labor. So he literally fucked me into labor.
Wait, do you think she was judging you?
I don't give a fuck if she was. That was some amazing sex. Because I didn't wait the 6 weeks after sex, but I was thinking about like, damn, what if I have to wait the 6 weeks? So I was trying to get mine.
Were you having contractions and did they feel better? Because they say when you're cramping, sex could help.
No, that was before I got into active, because there's different stages of labor. That wasn't active labor. I was dilated though, so they were getting ready. So once he did that, that's when I felt it. That's when I started feeling like, okay, contract. Like it just got crazy out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
French, you crazy as fuck.
It's like the nut just lubed it up, and my baby
not
was like,
the nut lubed it up. Wait, so your baby came out in nut?
No, not in nut.
I'm like, your baby went through the canal of nut.
No, I didn't have him for like another 26 hours.
So it dried up. Okay.
It dried up, you know.
They had
to wipe me down a little bit or whatever. And I'm pretty sure when the doctor put the speculum in, some of the shit came out, right?
Speculum.
But, you know, either way, she seen that shit and she was just looking at me. She was just so, and he was so nervous. He's over there looking shy. Like,
don't tell me no more of this shit.
It was amazing.
You a hoe for real.
not the biggest hoe calling a hoe.
She just reminded her when she put her tongue in her mouth. I thought about fucking Drewsy. Put that tongue through that hole, girl. All right. Here's our home mail for the week. Ladies, I love you so much, and I just wanted to ask Mandii, although Weezy, I know you be capping and could answer it too.
Damn.
I be getting fucked in the booty hole.
A nigga?
No, girl.
No.
Okay.
I love it in my butt, and when I masturbate, I'm using 8-inch dildos in there too, but I always feel like as much as I'm going to get it feels like I'm going to get an anal orgasm, but I never reach past a certain sensation unless I do TP or chloral stimulation at the same time. But that's not an orgasm from my asshole. So I was wondering, Mandii, have you ever orgasmed from just being fucked in the butt alone? And is it possible for women to orgasm from anal only? If not, am I not doing something right? Mind you, my pussy be creaming and oozing when something's in my booty hole. But I'm just trying to achieve an anal orgasm. Also, side note, Mandii, I've been a fan, never been a fan of anyone in my life, but I love you. And if you're ever in Connecticut and looking for a unicorn, I'm your girl. I saw you guys in New York in November, and I've been listening for over a year. Every podcast you both have been a guest on, and your other podcast. I'm only 21, and I know how you feel about young ones, but I've been nasty since I was 11.
Ooh.
Master Energy, sincerely putting in my booty hole.
She shot her shot.
So there is an episode, if you search in our catalog, it's literally called Anal Orgasms and Something Else. Maybe we can reference it in the description of this episode. It was just you and I. It's a solo episode. And I talk about my anal orgasm that I had with 24/7. And I don't know what he did. I'll be honest with you. It was just like, I was ready. I was relaxed.
That dick.
It was that dick. That dick did what it was supposed to do. And it was my first time coming out my booty hole. And I was just like,
that's right.
What? And if you listen to it, I'll be so honest with you. I came so hard that I was just sure I released something. I was just sure there was going to be shit everywhere or something. I didn't know because it just felt nuts. Yeah. But it was the best. I mean, it was a top, but I don't know what he did. Mind you, it was with condom dick. I don't remember if we even had lube. I think it was just spit, if I remember my story.
Oh, damn.
And I came, that's with condom dick and spit.
I mean, you gotta remember,
I don't know.
Some people have orgasm from just having their nipples sucked on. People are very sensitive.
And so to me, I don't think I knew why it happened that way.
There is an A spot, though. So there's an A spot.
They be making up anything.
It's in your ass, but it can indirectly stimulate a spot in the vagina. So sometimes, someone mentioned DP, I come really hard with a finger in my ass.
Me too.
What's DP?
Double penetration.
Okay.
One in your pussy and one in your ass.
Okay, I know. Okay, I just didn't know what
basically they're saying even when it's in your ass, you may be feeling a spot in your vagina.
In your
get
pussy,
hit.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a possibility.
I've had that.
But Vinny talked about when he was on the anal orgasm because...
But are male booty holes the same as women booty holes?
No, but I'm saying with women...
Because they say that their G-spot is in their ass. Don't they have different booty holes than we do?
Yes. I'm not saying their anal orgasm is the same, but I'm just saying it can feel so good that you come. We associate coming so much with something in your pussy, penetration, or clitoral stimulation. Orgasm is your body reaching a peak. It doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be one way or the other. Some people may get an orgasm from getting their toes sucked on. I think put less pressure on trying to figure out how to get it and just let your body kind of take control.
Let your body do it.
And if you want to touch your clit a little bit while you're getting fucked in the ass, then maybe that is anal. Who knows? But I think trying to get it might be even more difficult than Not trying. I don't know what I'm saying, but bitch.
When was the last time someone went too hard on y'all?
Oh, no, not even too hard. I actually want to share on the pod the way things change over time, right? Like we said earlier.
All right, take us to Cancun.
Hold on. We'll get to that part, but I do want to share that I experienced my first orgasm through head with this woman in Mexico.
Wait, why can't we get there now?
We'll get there, but I want to share because you were talking about head.
Oh.
And I know I've said on this pod that I'm good on head. I don't really like it, don't really need it. I'm good. My ex was great in head, but never came from the head. This bitch had me. Let's start from the beginning, guys. I know you're wondering how we got here. So, no. Oh, no. She wasn't Mexican.
You know she found a tourist.
You definitely a tourist.
Not at the all-inclusive type of people.
So y'all know last week we took a break. And in doing so, this week's horrible decision, I am sharing how I became a unicorn in Mexico. So went to Mexico last week and ended up, I was like, I'm going by myself, so I'm going to do some white people shit.
Okay.
Every time I travel, none of my friends want to fucking swim with whale sharks. So I'm like,
I'm sorry, with what?
With whale sharks. That's right. Whale sharks. And here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? I thought they were more whales than sharks. Boy, was I wrong. Definitely more on the shark side. So I was like, what the fuck? So I go on this tour by myself. I was a little upset because they put me on this boat.
Did you put on the gas tank thing?
No. Oh, no, bitch, I was swimming.
Not the oxygen.
The scuba shit?
The
No.
snorkeling?
No.
The gas tank.
You know what I
gas
mean?
tank. No, it wasn't.
Where you hold it?
It wasn't snorkeling. It wasn't, it wasn't scuba diving. Yeah, so I was a little annoyed because they put me on this boat. Everybody spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
So the tour guide's saying everything in fucking Spanish. So I don't know what the fuck. And he's just like,
You could get around, right?
I mean, pretty much, I guess that's what he thought. I even went to the back.
So yeah.
Mind you, it was an early ass boat ride. And
That was funny.
the only thing that I caught that he said in Spanish was cerveza. And I said, oh, can I get one of them things now? And it was like 7:30 in the morning. And he was like, you sure? And I was like, yes, nigga, I'll take a cerveza. That's what you said. It's on the boat, right? Nigga, I heard that word. So went to the back of the boat.
He was probably saying después because I've been to Mexico.
It was supposed to be for lunch, for sure. I said, nah, niggas, I want one now. So we go 45 minutes out into the fucking ocean, and he's like, we're in their habitat, so we may see one, we may see many. Bitch, we go on a day where there's fucking many. There's like over 20 fucking whale sharks, all these boats. So you see all the boats.
Let me Google it real quick.
So I'm seeing how this shit takes place. And I said, oh, bitch, I'm really being white here. So what you do is the boat goes to where they see a shark, right? A whale shark. I thought these niggas.
Oh my God.
Bitch, that's what I swam with.
Yo, look at this.
Oh yeah, their mouths are wide open.
I'm gonna put a picture right here.
Google a fucking whale shark, my nigga.
No, they can see it.
The
nigga,
shit looks nuts. I swam with this. Bitch, I got a video swimming with that.
Bro, that could fit Mandii in his mouth.
Don't do that. A lot of people can fit me in their mouths.
Oh, okay.
So,
what are you gonna call? You have nicknames for your couple?
We'll get there. Maybe, possibly. I don't know if.
Where do they live?
Bitch, they live here. That's why I'm like, oh, look at me swimming with the whale shark.
I'm gonna need you to
look. That shit's crazy. Then I got too close.
Not Mandy's fucking. Mandii, you are swimming like you are not from Florida. What the fuck?
Bro, first off, the water was going in my mouth from a little tube shit. I'm about to explain the
you
problem.
You sound like Ray J. I had a baby in my hand. No, bitch.
I'm about to explain the issue.
Okay.
These motherfuckers move fast, like sharks. That's why I said I thought they were just gonna be little fat ass whales that just sat there and I got to hop in. No, bitch, you gotta jump off the boat and then swim to catch them niggas. Then I'm trying to sit here and pose for the camera guy underneath the water. So I'm trying to look at him. Then I look, this big ass shit behind me. Then I fucking freak out like, fuck, this shit is big.
Yeah.
Actually, about a second jump, I said, I'm good. We can just go back into the boat. You got it, right? You got the video? Great.
You got the video.
The second part of the tour, we go to Isla Mujeres. This is where we have lunch. This is like...
That means Island of Women.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So we go to Isla Mujeres and the water is just like fucking beautiful. So we pull up. The tour guide is like, all right, we got 40 minutes here. Don't go far from the boat. I looked at that nigga, I said, so I will be back, but there's a tiki. I need a drink because all they had on the boat was cerveza. So I said, nigga, I need tequila, nigga. So while we're pulling up and there's an anchor.
Mandii making it sound like she got a problem, son.
No, I mean,
it was 7:30. I said, it's not enough.
By this time, it was fucking 11. Bitch. It was 11 by this time.
I was going to say 1:30.
No, bitch. It was 11.
Nah, it went from 7:30 to 11.
To 11. But by this time, I'm like, oh, I need a real drink. A bitch just swam with sharks. I'm fucking high. I'm feeling myself. So as we're pulling up, the anchor is being dropped. I look to the beach, and there's just this tall black man with a beard and this little short, thick-ass woman.
Ooh, let me see what they look like.
Oh, bitch, fine. First off, I'm going to show you her body, and then we'll get into the faces. So, saw them from across the water. That's the back of her body. I'm gonna show you later, because as I'm describing, I was just like, how did this happen? And by the way, take notes for anyone looking to be a unicorn or join in as a third or get a third. So I go to the tiki bar. They happen to be there ordering drinks. So I'm just like, okay.
You did not order the drink.
I didn't speak. I didn't say nothing. But I'm looking and I'm like, okay, now I'm seeing them up close. And I'm like, dang, they look good. They kind of look like what me and my ex look like. This is a good little couple.
Okay.
So they leave the bar. This is them.
Damn.
Right. Fine.
Yeah, they look really good.
So they leave the bar and I get my drink.
His body.
Oh, no.
I don't like super fit niggas, but he's big.
He's big. He's like my ex.
Fit enough.
He's like my ex.
Yeah.
With a whole beard. He's fine. 6'5". Just
he
fine.
dark skin, girl.
Fine.
Good
and
for
dark
you.
skin. Listen, he's Haitian.
You know, that's bitch, not us.
He's Haitian. So
but you know I like that Zozo beat.
And
I love fucking Haitian niggas.
I hate you.
I know.
So I get my drink. And because I just felt like, fuck it, I'm here by myself, I say, bartender.
No. In Mexico.
Give me 3 shots of tequila, please. And so I get the 3 shots of tequila. They're setting up a towel and already in the water. So here I go with my little short ass, got my drink in one hand, 3 shots in my other, walking on down to the beach like this. Get to the beach and I'm like, hey guys, I bought y'all a drink. Because mind you, as they left the bar, I said to the woman, I just got to tell you, you are so beautiful. She said, mommy, I saw you walking up. You are so beautiful too.
Not mommy.
She called me mommy.
Is it Mexican or was it?
No, she's Dominican.
No, okay, no, I'm trying.
Oh yeah. So I went and got them a shot. Come to find out, they're celebrating a birthday. They're married, and I'm just sitting, hanging with them in the water. And so we're just talking. It's going great. We're talking about how they met. We're talking about the island. We're talking about the water. We're talking about how my fucking all-inclusive resort food was shitty. And so we're just talking, and I'm like, damn. I got to go back to the boat. So they're like, okay, come up. Let's exchange numbers. I said, I would love to bring you around New York. I know these clubs that are great. This is within fucking 15, honestly.
Wait, where are they staying? Sorry.
They're staying on the island.
Isla Mujeres.
Yes. So.
Which, by the way, it's not that easy to get to. It is.
Bro. Oh, no. As soon as they told me I could take a ferry back to Cancun, that's when I was like, well, let's exchange numbers.
All right.
Exchange numbers. And they were like, dang, we really wish you could stay with us. I said,
wait, what me?
I said, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna be right back. Let me go to my boat and see if I could just tell them I'm staying here. And I went to the boat. I said, yes. So I met this couple.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God. I said, y'all don't have to bring me back to my hotel. I'm just gonna stay here. They told me it was only a 20-minute ferry back to Cancun.
Right, but the point is there's a ferry.
There's a ferry.
That was what I was trying to say.
I could get back to Cancun.
Right.
So I come back. I said, guys, I'm with y'all for the day. So we literally beach club hop through the day, literally all through drinks. Mind you, before I even went to the boat, he went back to the bar, brought more shots. She was like, what are you drinking? Baby, get her whatever she's drinking. They were just really accommodating.
Yeah.
So when we go to exchange numbers, wait, you're getting me out of my order here.
They were very accommodating.
When I went to exchange numbers with them though, I made sure to let them know. So I do this. She has to get my number. Sir, no offense. This all goes through her. If she wants me to stay, I'll stay if she wants me. Like, I literally put all of the power in her hand.
Yeah. How long they been together?
They've been together. I don't want to give too much details about their relationship, but just shy of a decade.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, and they've been married for almost 2 years.
Okay. Had they done this before?
They've never had a threesome. Never had another woman.
They were like, she's it.
No,
she's got the abortion whore look.
So literally, we're walking the beach. We're like drinking. We're fucking beach club hopping. And so as we're in the water, we start talking about their threesome experience. And I'm like, he's never had one in his life. She's had one, but with only women. And they've talked about having it together, but they never even knew how it would happen. Well, you're with a pro. So I agreed to have dinner with them. This is before I even thought I was going to stay.
Wait, you had no clothes?
Bitch, she's like, oh, mommy, we're like the same size. I got some clothes for you.
Wow.
Bitch, she started giving me clothes to wear for dinner and everything.
Oh, God.
So we get
Not my fair Mandii.
Yeah, literally. So we get back to the hotel. This is where it gets popping. So we get back to the hotel.
You didn't even go to dinner yet?
No, we were all showering and getting dressed for dinner.
Okay.
So by this time, it's like the evening, sun is going down. So we're like, well, let's go back and shower and get dressed and go out to dinner. So we go back to the hotel room and they start just accommodating. She's pulling out a dress that I can wear. He's getting me a towel.
Every time she says accommodations, I can't.
And so I'm like, I gotta get in the shower. I've been swimming with fucking sharks all day. So I go to get in the shower. She goes to give me the towel that he just handed her.
You can't.
And I say, you're not gonna get in with me?
Not her. Mandii just flipped her non-hair having it.
I said, you're not gonna get in with me? So she comes to get in and you can see him kind of peek around the corner. And I'm like, you can join us too. So we get in the goddamn shower. Next thing you know, and very accommodating. She gives me this color because she gives me this like shampoo, and I was like, oh, she was like, don't worry, it's for color protection. And so she had even all the things for me. And I was like, so she goes to start washing my hair, and then he comes in and starts washing my body. And then she goes to start jacking his dick off. And then I'm like, can I suck it? So I asked her to suck his dick. His dick was massive.
Really?
Oh, massive. I said, this is a big old dick. It's a big old dick. I literally was like, this shit big. It's a big old thing. And so literally we're in the shower. I go to suck his dick. Then I go to eat her pussy. Then she's sucking my nipples. And it just becomes a lot to where then we take it to the bed.
Fun time.
And you could tell it was so funny because you could tell it was also their first time because she got really nervous. And it's crazy because this is...
How'd you know?
Because she started saying, we don't do this often, mommy, we're clean.
Because he don't have condoms.
Well, no. He got them, but she just wanted...
Where did he get condoms from?
He already had them. Just in case. I think they were planning on something happening. It was, I don't want to say his name, birthday for the trip.
Oh.
But his age. But... This is what, and you're jumping ahead because literally after
that's the fun part of the story.
No, after the
hotel condoms, I know it's probably too big, small.
After the threesome, he literally got up and was like, "Is this inception? Is this a dream?" He's like, "Did you plan this?" Like, so he's asking now his wife, "How did this happen? Did you plan it? Did y'all know each other before?" So then because they've literally, he's like, you don't understand how many times we've talked about scenarios of threesomes and how it would happen or where it would happen.
Wait, this is before you guys
No, this is right after. He gets up and cannot believe that he's just experienced his first threesome. Like literally cannot believe it. Gets up, like literally, I wish I could like show y'all. He gets up, hold on. He's literally up, hold on. And he's like holding his dick, walking around in circles like, yo, did that just happen? Yo, like y'all didn't set this up. He was in such like, he was like, just thank you. Like he was in shock, bro. And the nigga grown,
Shit,
bro.
I'd be grateful too.
The nigga grown and he was like, wow. Because it was fun. She was sexy.
Was it your best
sexy.
threesome?
Not my best, because I be bringing my niggas in and I be bringing the whole.
What do you think your best was?
My best threesome? I ain't gonna hold you. I've had too many now. They be good. They be good. They be good. Like literally, I just had lunch with my homegirl.
Oh,
and she fucked
Scissors and Beard Bay.
She fucked me in 24/7, and she fucked me and my ex, and we were both talking about the difference between them, like in terms of like dick size, sensuality, looks, and so.
Who'd she say?
My ex did a lot more things, and it was great. Like he gets massages, eats ass, does all the things. But 24/7, that dick is the devil.
Really?
That dick is the devil.
Man, do you know what's crazy? I passed by him maybe like a month ago or so and noticed like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh my God. Like I thought about it again. And
that dick
when
is
you
the
hear
devil.
about someone's sex from someone, you look at them longer.
Nah,
so I'm like looking and I was like, does he have BDE?
That dick is the devil. The
he has like a
devil.
look.
Yeah, like the devil. But yeah, so we end up literally like having sex. He's in shock. We all get dressed. We go to dinner. She took one too many shots. By dinner, she was lit. We come back to the room. We're like, we're just going to take a nap because then there was a party going on. So we wanted to club. We come back to the room and we all take a nap. Bitch, we wake up at 1 a.m. Like, fuck. The island closes at 2.
Right.
So we're like, fuck it. There's a jacuzzi on their terrace. They got a jacuzzi in there.
Oh.
So we go to start filling that shit up. Didn't even make it to the jacuzzi to fill up. We got right back in bed. We started watching, oh God, some shit on Netflix that is so good. It's with these badass kids. It's like Superbad or something. It was so good. And then I lean over and I start just sucking her. What is it called? No. It's with these kids that like are trying to get Molly for like a helicopter or some shit. It's
What's
great.
that? No,
It's great.
That's what I want.
It's great. It's great. So we're laying watching this movie. I roll over. I start massaging her tits, licking her nipples, and then I just go to start eating her out. Then here we go. We fucking again. So he goes to fuck her. We didn't fuck this second time. He goes to fuck her, and she's just eating the fuck out my pussy.
Wait, now has she been with women before?
Yeah, I said she had a threesome with 2 women.
Okay.
She ate my fucking pussy like I've never
What do you
had.
think it was?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was just sexy seeing him fuck her or even just him watching her eat my pussy. She ate my pussy so look, I'm remembering
That's kind
it now.
of funny.
So literally, and they were quiet fuckers.
I can't eat pussy good when I'm getting fucked.
They were quiet fuckers. So all you heard was me just like she was eating my pussy.
When she makes
So we're literally
we believe you.
All you heard was me moaning. I was like, God damn. And at one point I just started, and I came. And I'm like,
you know when you listen to like a sibling talk about,
bro,
I can listen to Manny talk about sex, but the moan, I
Y'all
can't.
enjoy that.
The way she ate my pussy, dog, I like felt like I just got done running. I came so hard, bitch. I was breathing heavy. Whoa.
So my hardest orgasms have come from being eaten out while someone else is getting fucked. Don't know why.
That shit
I think that lets you know how visual
fire.
you are.
Right.
Because you've said that too.
Shit was fire.
You're like, I need to see this. Da, 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 da.
And then he literally got up again and was like, y'all sure y'all didn't, y'all don't know each other? Y'all didn't plan this? Because it just worked out so good. And then they were like, well, you could stay. We're touring the island tomorrow. We would love to keep you. And I was like, okay.
Not keep you captive.
Well, keep you here, not keep you captive. I was like, okay, I'll stay.
So wait, when did you go back to the room? Did you ever get close?
I didn't go back till the next night. And I only went back the next night because, yes, I realized I was literally wearing her clothes for 2 days. So I was like, bro, I don't want to take all your clothes.
This reminds me of when I gave the Cuban escort my clothes. Do y'all remember that?
I think you should.
And I was like, oh yeah, let me just give, because they, Cuba. Anyway.
Well, no, I gave her stuff like when I left because I had my bathing suit still from the tour. But yeah, so she was like dressing me the whole time.
Wow.
And yeah, and then I toured with them the whole next day. It was great. He covered all the drinks. He covered the food. He's like, whatever you need, like I felt like I was literally their girlfriend like the whole time.
So now what?
We toured. So they happen to live in the state of New York.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Let's
they want to see us again. Yeah, we were thinking Jamaica or going back to Isla. Or I'm like, I'll come upstate and maybe we do whatever they do upstate. I don't know what the fuck is upstate.
Fuck and eat.
And see trees. 'Cause I know that's where the trees are in New York. There's none really in
Do they have
the city.
kids?
Separately, I believe, not together.
Okay.
But grown kids. So
They're very attractive.
fine.
That's like dream unicorn.
And I'm just like, how the fuck did I fall into this? Mind you, I was sitting next to another couple on the flight. Dominican couple, and the nigga was so fine. I was like, have we met before? I felt like we actually fucked before. But then when he told me what he did for a living, I was like, nah, you not. I thought he was his personal trainer. I looked the same. Bald head, salt and pepper. I'm like, damn, I really got a type. But yeah, I ended up talking to them the whole flight because Delta must have thought we were traveling together. They were on my flight to Mexico and my flight back.
Wow.
So we sat next to each other.
No, girl, it's just a weekend flight. I'd be thinking
No, bitch. I left on a fucking Wednesday.
Oh.
It was a Wednesday to Saturday. It was like off
Delta
travel
thought
dates.
we were together. Does Delta book your travel?
But it was off travel dates. I'm like, but here's the mistake I made too. I'm like, it's the weekend after the 4th. Niggas got jobs. It's gonna be light. It's It's a Wednesday. No one's gonna be in Mexico.
Right. No, it's a summer.
Bitch, no one has a job anymore.
Well, not even that, Mandii.
Yeah.
It's summer and people go for the lower, like not everybody likes the hype weekend.
Well,
So
no, apparently everyone was there for weddings, bachelor parties. Like it was groups of people, anniversary parties. It was groups of people. And then my dumb ass was like, well, I don't want to see no kids. So let me stay at an adult only, all-inclusive resort.
How are those
Bitch.
hamburgers and hot dogs?
Yeah.
Awful. But outside of that, everybody was fucking taking shots and twerking. I stayed at the Royalton. Everyone was taking shots and twerking and doing this and doing that. To where then this nigga met me. He was from the Carolinas. He met me and I'm like, I really don't want to join you in partying. I'm not looking to party. I'm like, I brought books to read, And he was like, so you came to Mexico to be lame? I said, actually, I came here to be lame. Sure did. Never opened a book though. Bitch, because I stayed with the couple for 2 days. And now I think I really want to be a unicorn to this couple. Like,
you know why?
I enjoyed sex from both.
Dub used to
and I
talk
liked
about
it.
this all the time with me. And she would always be like, I get to feel love and like intimacy.
Oh, we was
and
cuddling, all that shit.
Yeah.
Cuddling, he was paying for everything. I said, oh, this is easy. And she eat good pussy and she fine. She is the one who drew me in first. And you got a nigga with a big old dick? What, like, I honestly, guys,
Are you in a group chat now?
I am this blessed. Actually, I've just been talking to her. So we'll plan when I go.
So you told them you have a sex podcast.
Oh yeah, I told them, just so y'all know, I'm gonna talk about this. I ain't gonna give too much details.
You got some
out
free
about who
pussy,
he is.
and this is my job.
Yeah, I was like, just so you know, I'm gonna talk about it on one of my pods. But yeah, like, so it's cute.
Good for you for doing a civil birthday duty.
Y'all might
and Mandii.
y'all might hear more stories because I definitely want to see them again.
Run it back.
Like,
Invite them to
they were great.
our show.
I could do that, but I want to go upstate. I want to
Take a little vacation for yourself.
I don't want to be the leader. I realized I'm the leader in like my last relationship. Every time we brought people into the bedroom, I coordinated. I set it up. It was my friend.
I just say that because New York is a fun, like, people like to do a staycation type of, you know what I mean? And
no, they done already told me about some like crab place in Jersey that's BYOB, and they're like, oh, we got to take you to Jersey, and they're like, we got to take you here. I'm like, what?
Not a boil.
But it's like apparently like
I'm gonna tell you right now.
They have like
whenever
king
I
crab.
eat hot and juicy or any kind of like crab food, and my hands get like that. I don't know.
Oh well, we ain't gotta fuck immediately after, but you can also just wash your hands and take a shower. Like,
yeah,
and they give you gloves. I be there with my motherfucking bib and gloves, baby. These nails ain't fucking. Well, these
Not
nails
them
are not
planning
done right now.
out. Like, okay,
the nails are not done right now.
Well,
but I'm looking forward to like seeing them again for sure.
Susia NYC is
But
a
can we
brand.
get into
It's a party.
Susia?
It's a lifestyle.
Can we get into Susia? Because some of us
let's do
only
it. Let's
speak
do it.
English like myself.
Let's do it.
So
Susia, like what it means?
What's Susia?
All right, so Susia originally was a party I did with my homegirl DJ Juicy. What's up, Juicy?
Come on, Juicy.
Years ago at Madam X. And it came up because I liked the word. She liked the word. We
like the word.
We knew what it meant, and that was basically it. But when we started up all over again, right? It was like, okay, we're doing these parties, and I think Susia is a dope fit because it is the feminine derivative of dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Really?
Yeah, dirty girl. A Susia.
Oh,
You know?
I just thought it was dirty.
No, it's dirty girl.
So Susio is dirty guy?
Susio's dirty guy. Yeah.
We don't like that.
You know what? It's for me. It's kind of like anti-patriarchy type shit. I like Susia because it signifies in my mind a woman that is behaving like a man. And if that's the case, then all the women in my life are Susias, and I love that, and I appreciate and respect that, and I encourage them to.
That's a cool way to think of it.
Being that way.
I love that.
And that's the only way to think of it for me. You know, especially being Latino. And
what kind of Latino
I'm
are
Mexican
you?
and Panamanian.
No, Latino.
You,
Are we
what,
allowed to
Mexican,
ask that?
Panamanian?
Mexican. Soy mexicano y panameño.
Damn.
Oh wait, isn't that where you're from?
I'm from Nicaragua.
Oh, but
Right? Oh, that's fucked up.
what are
Right?
your neighbors?
Not
Wait,
Mandii being like, isn't sushi Chinese?
Wait,
Oh wait, so let's go though about is it a space? Is it like a physical?
It's a physical space and it's a brand. It's a secret location in Bushwick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a speakeasy kind of vibe. It's a safe space that was created with the intent to be a safe space for Black and brown women and for our LGBTQI family.
Can I tell the audience, now that sounds cute, can I tell the audience? Y'all, this is the space that I go in Brooklyn. When I've spoken on the last 2 years about finding a Black lifestyle club, which was actually introduced to me by Maj. And then
let me ask a question, because we've heard about it.
Yes.
So I want to ask you.
Sure.
If it's a speakeasy, if it was meant to be private, why promote the space, and how do you keep yourself safe from?
I would say this. I would say this. Well, no. That's actually a great question.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of what we're doing is to make it accessible for Black and brown humans to be in safe spaces and places where they can explore their sensuality and sexuality without judgment. The reason it's important to have that in the Black space is because we have different hangups. We have different cultural things going on, even with the word sucia itself. You know, it rubs people the wrong way all the time. Why? Yeah. Latinas especially, older women, they're like, sucia, fuck that. And then when I talk to them about it, it's a whole flip. You know, why are we promoting it? We're promoting a lifestyle acceptance, and we're promoting Black and brown people taking control of the narrative.
What would be your goal for CCL?
I love that you just said that. That's actually what Weezy and I have said regarding the word whore and regarding the word slut.
Like reclaim.
And having the way people are like, oh my God, that's a bad word. The way that you reclaimed it and explained it in a way to where it's like, well, actually, why is it a bad word? You can make it an empowering word. You can make it mean whatever you want it to mean.
100%.
What's the goal for it? Like, what could you?
The goal ultimately, there are several goals. You know, we have goals as a unit. Sucia NYC also does dance parties. So that's the thing about it. We do dance parties in our space.
I feel like that is actually what I thought it was. Like, or maybe someone had invited. Yeah,
it's both. So check it out. Sucia NYC is split into
You made me mad by that.
Girl, you know we do DJ parties.
Yeah, but I got brought to the play party first day. Let me tell you, I got brought to the play party first day. Did not know about.
I didn't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know.
It was through a mutual friend.
He knew my ex. He's my ex now. So he knew him. So we went to the play party, and then he's like, "Oh, let's go to this Sunday party, same spot." So I get drunk as fuck, thinking, "Oh, well, we can go downstairs and fuck now." And they're like, "So actually, no." Today, there's no...
I think I remember you telling the story.
It's not that type of party. And I was like, shit. But literally, it just makes you that comfortable. Everyone there is like great looking. But yeah, I didn't know about I learned about the play party, then the party.
Yeah, it's Sucia Play, which is, its name speaks for itself. We do our sex positive events. We also do our mixers. For people interested, we do game nights, we do workshops built around people's questions. One of our workshops where I really enjoyed was how to identify toxic masculinity in the play space.
That's dope.
You know? Yeah, and I
how do you?
Yeah, how do you?
You talk about it. You acknowledge that also sometimes women carry those traits. You teach people about enthusiastic consent.
Right.
You let them know when it's time to reset. You let them know, it's particular men or people who exhibit those toxicities, that other bodies are not there for their pleasure. You know, you're not there to go get a nut. You're there to be part of a community, and you're there to build and do something a little better. So, you know, I'm always...
Maybe that was Mandii on that Sunday.
No, Mandii's
You're not coming for a nut. Can you dance it?
But I'll make sure everybody have a good time.
Can you listen to some...
I just
don't know if you got a girl.
Get a nut. I just want to make sure everybody
I think Mandii being there was really dope. Because you bring that energy, and it was dope, and it was like
whore
for me.
Actually,
high power, high power,
higher hoe.
I like high power energy, not hoe energy.
Yeah.
She's giving hoe over here. You know,
we all hoes.
I'm giving high power.
It's my brand.
So wait, with the X at the end.
So. That's dope, talking about the panels. Something I had in the main questions that I'm curious about.
Of course.
To get off the top. So I've done some like coverage on like sex clubs and what makes them legal. But I realized everybody says something different, and I think it's dope to understand and put it at the top. How is doing a play party legal in your space?
How is it being? Well, damn, girl, where the cops at?
My point is making
discriminate myself?
No.
There are no laws against people having sex. Or group sex, having BDSM.
Why do you think people are so scared to do it then? Because there aren't laws around.
Because people are afraid of sex.
It's actually considered then a private public space. So your space is
It's a private space.
Yeah, it's a private space.
Fuck
but
that.
you're having public sex is what, because it's not at someone's, you know what I mean?
Public sex would be like, I'm thinking outside. Nah, we're in a safe space.
Actually, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I fucked in the TGI Fridays parking lot one time.
That's fun.
That's definitely public sex.
That's fun.
But
TGI Fridays.
Before or after
bitch,
you
I
ate?
was 18. Shut up.
Wait,
Bitch, neither of us had a fucking apartment.
because now it would be
Great.
catch. So, did you have any I'm assuming you started with the dance party? Did you?
No, we opened up the space with the intent of being a play party.
What were you scared of when you started it? Because
We were my fiance and I put a lot of years, and our shout out to Pam and X, our primary couple. We started building this community a few years ago, and then other people started adding on to it. My biggest fear is, and always will be, exposing the people I love and care for to elements that aren't cool.
Yeah.
And also exposing people, because that space, even though it's a safe space, it may not be for somebody who's hiding trauma and doesn't really know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And a naked body will fucking trigger them.
to be honest, I feel like, yes, that could happen. But luckily with spaces like this, it does the opposite and it opens people up.
It's so
100%.
weird.
Yeah,
It's so
and
weird.
that's the good part.
Luis, I wanted you and your fiance to be a part of my Memorial Day party. We were talking about it because the environment that you create. So for anyone that was able to attend during Memorial Day weekend, I threw a private party after the Fed dinner. I spoke with T and Mel and everybody so much. The stress and anxiety that I had
It's great.
building up to that play party.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people listening are like, y'all should do more. Where's a Whoreible one coming? And that was my first time. You don't know how anxious I was in not wanting to be someone that triggered someone to have a negative experience.
Yeah.
And not to be a part of someone experiencing something that could be traumatic for the rest of their lives. And those type of parties, which is why the vetting process was so crazy, which is why normally a lot of these parties are hard to get into, because the vetting is you gotta know somebody. You gotta catch a vibe first.
Yeah.
But that party, when I threw it, we at one point, Mel's very ambitious.
Scorpion.
It wanted to have maybe we could have 140 people in here. I said, no way. I want to cap it. The amount of people even allowed to go into the space, it was very important that we didn't, A, we created an environment with rules, but B, even with rules, people break them. People also don't understand boundaries. People don't understand the consent. And what do you always say?
Enthusiastic
consent.
Yeah.
And before we get into the layers of this, before we get into our vanilla shit, I wanted him a part of it because you've had the best consent speeches that I have partaken in. I've brought hella people to your spot now. I'm a fucking chaperone now to the sex clubs in Bushwick. But could you just give us, I'm going to cue you up, what would an enthusiastic consent speech sound like if I came into Susia play for the first time?
Well, first I'm a little overdressed, right? I gotta.
You would have to take off some clothes.
Your dick's normally out?
What's up?
Is your dick normally out when you?
Not really. That's something I think you gotta earn. I think any part of you definitely gotta earn.
Because thinking that you're overdressed for the consent speech, I'm just thinking when you said that, I'm thinking of dick swinging.
Nah, he be having like his
we've got to get
what's up?
permission.
Helicopter.
He be down with boxers.
Attention, everybody. hey, we're about to talk. Nah,
Welcome, guys.
I'm more personality forward. All right, so we're in the circle. People,
Yep.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? I want to welcome you to our space. All right, I know it takes a lot of bravery to be in here. And for that alone, I want to thank each and every one of you for being inside here and for taking the time to come inside here and be one with everybody. Now, I don't want anyone at all to feel pressure to do anything, because the main thing is that you're here. Now, we're going to talk about enthusiastic consent, what it looks like, how it feels, and what it is. Enthusiastic consent, number one, is the bedrock of our community. Enthusiastic consent is when you approach someone and you maybe want to touch their knee as you're talking to them. Understand, we're all vulnerable. We're all at different states of vulnerability right now. So you have to ask, do you mind if I touch your knee while I talk to you? Some people are handsy, but it's different when you're naked or you're close to being naked, or you could be fully clothed in a space where the sexual energy is really high, right? So you want to be really respectful of people's hidden traumas.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a person who's in the space and is dealing with someone and you come up behind them and just, even if it's an innocent caress in the small of their back, that could really trigger them. You may not even know about it, but I'm sure you don't want to be responsible for triggering somebody and leaving that person dealing with the mess the next day. You know, because a lot of times people won't show it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another thing I want people to be really, really aware of is that you need to be aware of your alcohol and drug
You
consumption.
say that every time.
You have to be in charge of your yeses and your nos. Saying no is sexy as fuck because that lets you decide and puts you in a position to say, hey, I don't want that. Now, if you ask someone if you could be in their space and they're kind of like, okay, take that as a no. Just back up, reset, because there are a bunch of people who don't know how to say no.
Mm-hmm.
And they may just go through the motions and then the next day they're left with like, why? Why did I do that? I don't want to go back ever again. You know, so it's important for all of us here to take care of each other. That's kind of like a tidbit of what I say. And then
this is literally like, and it makes the fact that you let the room know that no is sexy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You'll let everyone in the room know you can say no here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people assume like, oh my God, do I have to have sex if I go to a play party? Do I have to do this?
For me, those parties, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this is one thing, like, I think if people are curious about going to parties, go to different parties.
There we go.
Go to the whack ones, go to the good ones, because honestly, if you come to anything our name is on it, you skipped all these steps. You went from you went from having like fucking fried steak to filet mignon, and you don't know the steps it takes to get there.
What's the ideal amount of people for a party if you could be in your ideal party?
For me?
Not for a beginning or anything, for you, throwing
it. For me, in our space, in any space, for me, I like open floor plans. The reason I like open floor plans is because there are less rooms, there are less doors, and there's less of an opportunity. Something fucked up could happen where it's he said, she said.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
No, yeah, it's.
I thought because this may be someone's first time, having private rooms would be a benefit. You're like, actually, no.
In my opinion, if it's your first time, don't even try to fuck.